Hello. It's Capricorntigress, Adrian Igo, with Astrology, a look inside, and I'm coming with my astrological insights for the month of November 2018 for the sign of Aries. And in the month of November, there's still going to be some emphasis in your solar seventh house in Libra, because there is Venus in Libra, and it's going to be there until it all goes into back into Scorpio, because it's retrograde, and it will be doing that over the course of the month. And I don't have my exact dates in front of me, but I will go through what I have before me right now. And just seeing where the trajectory is for the month here is a lot of emphasis is going to be in that 7th and 8th house for you, or as far as love and romance is concerned. And that's actually really good for you, Aries. So good luck with that. Jupiter is going to be moving from Scorpio into Sag soon. And so the emphasis is going to be out of the 8th, the area of other people's money and resources and sex and deeper communications, and it's going to move into the 9th house of Sagittarius, and Mercury is actually in that area of Sagittarius, and there's some issues with Mercury this month. But you know what I need to do? Hold on one second here. I know why I'm struggling here. I don't have my calendar open. And I think looking at my calendar just gives me a sense of, just so I know what's before me when I'm talking. I'm good off the cuff, but it's really a lot easier when I see where all those transits are going to be. And I'm looking at the chart, because I always draw a little chart, but it's a lot easier when I'm looking at the actual transit. So yeah, here we go. So I can actually talk a little bit about where everything is going to be during the month. So I was just trying to figure out when Mercury entered Sagittarius, and it entered Sagittarius on the 30th of October. And some say the 31st, whatever. And Venus left Scorpio on the 31st. So as of the 1st of November, Venus is in Libra and, out of Scorpio anyway. And on the 1st of November, Jupiter is trine Chiron. And that's one of the things I wanted to say. Just trying to get everything organized with that. And Chiron is in your solar 12th house in the sign of Pisces in the month of November. And so there is going to be that Jupiter trine going from Scorpio to that 12th house. And those are the water houses. I expect you to maybe have some intuitive real good intuition, I think, during the month of November. On the 6th of November, the Sun is in Scorpio, and Uranus retrogrades on the 6th of November as well. And Uranus is in your 2nd house of money. Now, I don't know if it's been affecting your money so much, but it's going to retrograde, so maybe things will get a little bit easier in the area concerning money. On the 7th, there's a new moon in Scorpio, so be aware of that. And that again, that's going to be emphasizing resources, because that's your solar 8th house. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect your resources. Jupiter goes into Sagittarius on the 8th, and that's more emphasis on that 9th house that I was talking about a little earlier. On the 9th, Venus is trine Mars. That Venus is like I said, in the area right around your 7th house, and Mars is up around the 11th house. So this is really good with maybe friends and doing fun things with your friends and things like that. On the 15th, Mars enters Pisces. And so then it's going to have more emphasis in your solar 12th house. And again, that intuition I was talking about, and maybe some creativity. On the 16th, Mercury retrogrades and Venus goes direct in Scorpio. And that's the 16th. So that's going to be a very important day. There's going to be a lot of emphasis again on that 8th house and 9th house for you. On the 19th, Mars squares Jupiter. Excuse me. And that might make things a little tense on the 19th. Be aware of that, since Mars is the natural ruling planet of Aries. Whenever it's there's a square like that, it could be ugly. Be aware of that. On the 20th, the Sun is trine Chiron, and that should be actually a positive thing. I would think a very positive thing. On the 22nd, the Sun enters Sagittarius. That's a very good thing for you Aries, because that's going to start forming some trines for some of you Aries out there. And there is going to be a full moon in Gemini. So that's going to be a weird day though, because there's going to be the Sun in Sag and the moon in Gemini. And there's going to be that weird seesaw effect. And that's going to be affecting your communications really. And also your 9th house and your 3rd house. But I'd be aware of maybe getting emotional with communications that day. The 24th, Neptune is direct. Direct in Pisces. That's great. Maybe less confusion is due. The Sun on the 11th is conjunct Jupiter, and that means it's time to grow, and that's wonderful. On the 26th, Mercury is square Mars, so there is a possibility of miscommunications. Be aware of that. On the 27th, there is the Sun is going to be conjunct Jupiter again. A big dreamer. That's the big dreamer day. You might want to, just make sure you realize you're not invincible that day. And on the 27th, the Sun is also conjunct Mercury. So it is going to make you feel like you can do big things on that day. So, just be aware that you aren't Superman. And so you're limited, as all humans are on that day. Just be aware of that. On the 30th, Venus opposes a Uranus. And so love could go on the rocks. And love could be a little bit crazy for a lot of people. And you got that Uranus in your 2nd house. So for you, I have a feeling it might affect your money when Venus is opposing the 2nd house of money. So on, well, actually, it's your 1st house. So it is really going to affect probably the relationships, because I forgot Uranus went into Aries, right? Or is it back into Taurus? It's back into Taurus, I think. And then finally on December 1st, Mercury enters Scorpio, which is a good thing. And that is the month in a quick review, because I'm doing everything quickly this month. Wishing everyone much love and light. This is Capricorntigress from Astrology, A Look Inside. Have a great month, everyone.